Morning, it's Andy from Swim Booker. So today we've got something a little bit different. We're actually perch fishing at Charlie's Lake, which is part of the Angels Lakes complex in Bridgnorth. Now this lake actually has perch in it to over £5, so something really special could happen today. During the course of today, we're also going to be catching up with Shaun Bickford, who owns this complex. But for now, we're going to go and get the gear ready and see what we can do.
About 15, 16 years. Earliest memory fishing, probably with my granddad, fishing on a little whip and a maggot, same as everybody else really, you know, little perch, little roach, getting into it that way, and then progressing up to the bigger carp. 4 years, right place, right time, and because I'm a passionate angler, why wouldn't I? I think any man in my position would have done exactly the same. Yes, it's a gamble, but if you love it, you're never going to lose. You know, because you can sit here and fish yourself and you've not lost, have you? On here we've got the Estate Lake, Charlie's Lake, Shaun's Lake, Jake's Lake, the Oval, and Angel's Lake, so 6 in total. 5 of them that are fishing. Keep the Estate Lake for myself, just because I'm an angler. They're all named after my children. Angel's my daughter. Obviously I started with Angels, so first one was Angels. This one's Charlie's because he's my son, and Jake is my other son. Obviously Shaun's is mine, Shaun's, but Kate's Lake didn't really have a ring to it, so it looked like the Oval, so it's called the Oval. Angel's Lakes, I'm expecting a £40 common this year. It was a fish that when I first took over, no fish I had was over £20. I'd say 90% of my stock now are over £20. The biggest one that's been caught out is £37, and that's a big dark, old looking gnarly common. But I'm expecting that to do a £40 this year. It's gone from £15 right the way up. So, you know, for me as an angler, and for my sense of achievement, for me to be able to catch a fish that I've grown from this big to this big, for me is the pinnacle. That's what I'm after.
That's what you're doing it for?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing it for. Fish for my own bangers. Well, the history of the perch are, when I turned up I didn't know they were in here. So me and my bailiff chucked a few spinners out and a few lures to see what we could get, and we were pulling out high threes, numbers of them, you know, 312, 315, 310, and then we had a £4 too. So there's a lot of fish in here, and there's some big fish in here, and I think the reason they've got as big as they've got is because they've just been neglected and the lake's just been left to its own devices, and perch thrive on neglect. There's no small perch in here because all the other perch have ate them. Yeah, it's a good quality water for the perch. It's got crayfish, so they've got a predominant diet there as well. And I think, to be honest with you, the majority of it is just because it's been left alone. Biggest perch that's been caught is £4 too, but there are bigger fish in here. The depths in Charlie's, if you can imagine, it's dug out on like a slant with the island in the middle. It's 15 foot at the deepest end. It comes up to the island to about 6 foot, and then past the island it's about 6 foot the other side as well. So, you know, you've got quite a lot of water, to be fair. Quite a lot of depths. Early with the lures. You know, once the fish have started feeling a few hooks in the mouths, they're going to start getting a bit... They're not going to want to feed as much, are they? You know, it's like me and you. If we had a hook in our mouth, we wouldn't want to be getting caught. So the earlier on in the season is definitely better. But later on in the season you're going to get the better weights. So it's a bit of a mixed bag really. I mean, there's plenty of them, there's enough in here for you to be catching regularly. I've put fish in all of them, yeah. A lot of them are the originals that are here from site, so they're old original fish. But yeah, I've put some stockings in that I've hand-picked out myself. Obviously, again, being an angler, I've picked the ones that I like, so hopefully everybody else will like them. Everything's myself, everything doing it all myself. You know, I'm a one-man band. I'm not a millionaire like most of these fisheries people are. You know, I've got a day job, and when I finish my job, I come down here, and before I opened it all up, I did all the pegs on all the lakes. I put log burners on them all, stocked it, fed it, made it all look nice around the outskirts, done all the drive, so it's nice to drive down here. Basically, the whole shebang. Going to all the places and seeing how they are run, and when I'm fishing there and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, right, how would I do something different? Over the years, I've just took all that into one and just built what I think that everybody would like. I think having lakes with less anglers on and less pegs, you'll attract more people because they've got a bit more space to themselves. They've not got to worry about the other anglers causing a pain. You know, they're all lake exclusive lakes, so you get them to yourself. All the lakes are 72 hours lake exclusive only. I don't do any 24 hours or 48 hours, and I've done that because last year and the year before we were doing 48 hours, and it seemed like the fish knew when that 48 hours was up and they started feeding. So we've just made it so that they've got that extra bit longer to possibly catch some fish. It's, like I said, 72 hours, and it'll go from midday Monday till midday Thursday on Angel's Lake. Charlie's Lake is 11 till 11, same days. Shaun's Lake is 10 till 10, and the Oval is 9 till 9. There's no massive big dream or big finale. I just want to enjoy what I've got. You know, at the end of the day, I want to catch, because I'm an angler, I don't want to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and catch a 12-pound pasty. No disrespect to people that do want to catch them, because there's places for people to do that, but I want a fishery with 20-pound plus fish in all lakes and nothing else. That's my dream, that's what I want, you know, come down here, catch a 30 or a 40, pucker. Okay guys, if you want to get down here and you want to get booking, there's a few ways that you can do it. You can book directly on Swim Booker, which shows you what's available, and then you can book straight on, hassle-free, no problems whatsoever. You go on there, you sign up, you have a look what's available, you pay your deposit, you get sent an email, bang, done, that's you sorted. Or you can contact me directly if you're not very au fait with the computers and whatnot. I'll be able to do that for you. But yeah, looking forward to anybody that wants to come down here. I would ask that you come down with some experience, because I don't want people with no experience, because I will ask you to leave, and that's generally because the condition of the fish are fantastic and they need to stay that way, so we all need to be playing on the same rules.
So there we have it, a great insight into Angel's Lakes there from Shaun, and we didn't have any of the monsters that we know this pond holds, but we did have a great day's fishing, and we hope to see you here soon.